And yeah, the Kickstarter is rising and rising and rising. It's absolutely insane. So, let's go! It's time for Warcraft, it's time for Night Elf versus Undead, it's time for ReMinD versus 120. NWL, King of Kings Season 2, winner bracket final. A best of 7, the winner of the 4 maps goes into, whoa! The grand final. Sorry about my voice here. And first surprise of the day, we're gonna see the Warden on Turtle Rock. Remo always says she isn't that good here, which I understand. But at this starting position where you can go with an Engine of War creep here, because the map is slightly bugged and this is the only position where you can do it, you have a kind of a fast level 3. You can take this one with ease, you can take this one, and then you can go to the shop, and that should be very, very close to 3. On the other side, of course, 120, wherever he appears, he is one of the favorites in this tournament. Chinese champion of WCA Qualifier 1, runner-up of 2 GCS tournaments, as well as the Ting Invitational.
A player's forces are under attack.
So this guy is definitely on fire and one of the favorites for the 2 World Championships later this year. ReMinD has stepping up his game. He is closer to the world elite, closer to the top 5, top 4 in the world. Warden has been scouted by that Acolyte, so he knows that Shadow Strike will be coming. Claws of Attack as the first item, and 120 starts his creep as well. Of course, with ghouls, this is what we'll see throughout all the maps. Ghoul opening, later edition of Fiends. And the question just is, what is ReMinD gonna do? Killing the Acolyte here already, and no creep denied, so that's nice. Almost level 2 for the Warden after this. And the DK found himself a Mantle of Intelligence, which is nice because it's half a coil with 45 mana points banked from that. So yeah, ReMinD has a few options of what to do. He can go Mass Dryads, he can go Dryads Bears, he can go Bears Hippos, he can go, as we saw from him, Talons. So this is gonna be interesting. Very old school Whisperas, 1 Frostmourne hit and a coil. Oh, this is sloppy play by ReMinD. Doesn't detonate. So full experience. This time it's a detonate against the skeletons. But yeah, 2 Acolytes lost, but the Warden is going ham on the ghouls here. He wanted to creep the green spot, but he's intercepting with his first hero. No blink so far, of course. Will this ghoul die to the dot? Doesn't look like it. Nope, he needs 1 more hit. Nice block by the ghouls. This is the micro that we're used to seeing. But oh, he decides to go for blink. Very expensive. Goes for the Acolytes as well. Very aggressive early game by that Warden. But the DK is kind of doing the same. Attacking the Tree of Life now. This is very inefficient. Maybe busy microing here. And the Acolyte dies in tech. This is horrible. This is really, really bad for 120. But how many Wisps can he snipe? Quite a bit of experience already for the Undead. But he saved at least 2. It's only 1, 2. Nice wisp spread. Look here. There's one. There's one. Oh, an archer coming back. And there's one as well. So some of them are safe. This archer is safe. 2. 3 ghouls still remaining. And how much damage can he do to this? Oh, what's the... I think this was a misrally from the archer. There we go. Oh, she doesn't have mana for blink. It's still a lot of nighttime though. And there's no reveal for 120 currently. The Naruk Tower is definitely doing well for him. This Acolyte will survive. And the Warden portals out. So yeah, let's compare the gold mines. We have a Hunter's Hall for ReMinD, so it's either Dryads or Bears or both. So this is 9,600 here, 9,900, so 300 gold advantage for ReMinD already. And even more pressure. Warden is very dangerous against the Death Knight first, in my opinion, because Shadow Strike just drains the HP, and you have constant mana thanks to the Moon Wells. So,
a player's forces are under attack.
It's not that easy for the DK to stay alive. Naga second, more pressure, and no level 3 for the DK. So, he has a coil now, yeah. Oh, interesting creep spot. With an Engine of War going for the Gargantuan, and if that's a big mana potion, then I think it won't be that much joy for 1-0 afterwards. ReMinD already surprising, and it is a greater mana! Unlimited Shadow Strike! Or Fan of Knives, or whatever he's going for. Nice little steal. Wasn't that hard though. First Engine of Lore is coming. No immediate tier 3 tech. Naga was quite expansive. And yeah, this is a map where it's hard to get level 3, but ReMinD has good progress depending on what he goes for next. I mean, lots of opportunities here. Back of the turtle with consumables, and he intercepts the undead army. There's no real pressure from 1-0 so far. Nice pathing with the Naga. Another Shadow Strike maybe. There we go. And this has to be the TP sooner or later, because he will get right clicks from Naga and Warden. And he can't afford... Oh, next Shadow Strike. Dodges it. But still. Lots of losses for 1-0 and... Ooh, his ghouls are alone. But he doesn't care. Sniping the Ogre Magi now. Using the big mana potion to just be able to stay on the map. Gets rewarded with a Ring of Regeneration, which is not that bad because it saves you Moon Juice. And Fog Lightning available as well. Shop kinda late, but he preferred the lores and the tier 3 tag. So yeah, usually you want your DK to go into the Night Elf base. Oh, that's level 3 here. With a bunch of ghouls to kill Moonwells, Lores, Hunter's Hall, whatever. But this play of ReMinD has been quite magnificent so far. Doesn't allow 1-0 to do anything. Now that the Lich is out, maybe he can do it. He has a heal potion, and he has to, man. Still down on 200 HP. Warden is looking for his opponent. First Dryads are coming, so slow is ready, and the spell of course as well, very very soon. There's the upgrade here, Abolish. And the Engine of War is doing quite a good job today here on Turtle Rock. Third creep spot for him, and he's getting the second shop. That means double wards for ReMinD. Lots and lots and lots of vision on the map, and with that information he will always be safe from an ambush, or most of the time. Not if he's in the middle of the map though. And he controls the shops. He will always know the inventory of 1-0 if he's fast enough, which he should be. Wind of Mana stealing for the Lich against the Warden, not that bad. Destroyer upgrade Frenzy Ghouls. Does he have an orb already? Yes, he does. This is the power spike for 1-0, and ReMinD is starting this red spot. He's investing mana to finish it quick, but he has to be sure that 1-0 is coming. More strength and Legion Doomhorn. Very, very nice item. And 1-0 wants to creep. 3-2 heroes. He wants these consumables. But that's so much experience. Warden level 3.5. Naga will go up to 3. And everything will be healed up afterwards. Greater healing. Also cool against the nuke. And the first bears now. Rejuvenation is working. Raw is working. He has everything he needs. Super wells, and not a single sign of worms so far. Turtle Rock is a pretty good worm map, but 1-0 is a little late with everything. Might go in for a creep jack here though, and there's no TP, no staff, no nothing. Warden still... oh, also no TP. 1-0 getting the heal scroll, and the Warden almost surrounded. Destroyers in the air. The first one. Lich is safe because from the back comes ReMinD with Master Bears. This should be an easy fight for him. Lich is tanking a lot of damage. He needs to use an Invo Potion on the Warden though. Focus Fire on the first hero works pretty well for 1-0 so far, but he's losing the Fiend. And with that, what can he do against the Dryads really? Lich was saved by a coil. The ghouls are all alive, but he wants that second hero dead. He wants to get rid of the orb. Another coil has to be used, and that was the last one. He has one more Wind of Mana stealing. ReMinD retreats here now. Interesting. Oh, this block from the ghoul. Is there a staff? Yes, there it is. So, pretty even fight, I think. ReMinD maybe a little too hard on the hero focus. Lost a few units because of it.
player's
and didn't
forces are
succeed in
under
the
attack.
end. He forced a lot of coils very fast though, but the statues, they regen against that. Third consumable, and again a wand of mana stealing. And against the Warden, that's actually pretty nice. It's almost a Shadow Strike that he gets rid of. Engine of Wind already, he knows I might need something. Ooh, scouts the expansion, well done. I might need something against those destroyers. But there's nothing for 1-0 to creep now. He can go to this red spot, but it's so far away. The rest of the map has crept, and ReMinD can go for both red spots. Getting the Warden up to 5, not really, but 4.5 for sure. Scourge, Bone Chimes for the Bears. The problem is, no TP. Double Aura now for the Night Elf. But 1-0 with a great timing. ReMinD is far away, losing the first lore. Cuts the production in half. More Dryads are coming. 2 destroyers, 4 Dryads. No Hippogriff just yet. I don't think we have Web. Oh, Kolnova on the Naga. Staff out. To save her, and Blink from the Warden as well. The Dryads are falling against the Ghouls, though the Archers don't provide anything. The Bears are appearing only now, walking right into the arms. Oh, ReMinD, what are you doing? You're throwing your game away. Level 4 on the DK. Invo Potion on the Lich, but... oh man, only the Dryads are helping him now. I think 1 destroyer is there. Going for the Lich again! And now that the Orb is gone, maybe ReMinD can turn it around. Doesn't look that great. Okay, the destroyer is here. I thought he killed him maybe. Another Shadow Strike will kill that Fiend. Well done. The coil arrives too late. Both players with losses here. Level 4.5 and level 4. Buying back the Lich at the tavern, which is a good thing, I guess, because he needs that orb. 39 food for ReMinD. 44 for ReMinD, for 1-0, but there's another expansion coming.
A town is under siege.
And I think 1-0 didn't scout it yet. Little rally mistake. And there's a Fiend still here. It's kind of a watch award, so it's kind of nice. More hippos are coming. He doesn't rebuild the lore, which is interesting. Damage on the destroyer is nice, but the coil timing of 1-0 is of course exceptional. Shadow Strike on the Lich again. There is 1 coil and the potion that he can swap. But this looks still good. For the Korean, I did not expect that. Wow, once again, last second coil. Nice burrow. There is... oh, too late. A little too late. No Fiends anymore. So no web against the hippos. Oh boy. Oh, staffs him out and the last hit gets him. Well done by ReMinD. And now it's time to kill a hero, I think. Shadow Strike. And the damage from the Bears, but the Ghouls save him for now. Reju on the Warden, so she's almost full HP afterwards. Blink! Heal potion being used, but for how much longer? This is quite a big surprise. DK down. And the Lich will follow, almost surrounded. Warden takes care that she will survive. Can there be... is it a double kill? It is! Both undead heroes down, and 1-0 taps out. Already a big surprise after map 1 of this best of 7. ReMinD was prepared. ReMinD played tactics that are not usually played. Warden on TR. Definitely not the number 1 choice. And yeah. That's a good start. And if you remember ReMind's last games versus Undead, that was an entire different level here today. Good controls, good timings, good creep route, stealing a lot of stuff from 1-0's creep route. So, who would have thought? Remo had to go to work. He had to jump in for a coworker, unfortunately. But yeah. Oh, someone is tickering at read more. Thank you very much. And Deadman on Fire donates 10 bucks. Kickstarter seems to be bugged for me. Have 10 bucks this way. Grüezi aus der Schweiz. Ja, servus. Thank you. Danke. ReMinD just trained with Lucifer this map a few hours ago. Well, that did work out. Of course, 120 didn't have that much time to prepare for this. His winner bracket semifinal was yesterday against Yumiko, where he apparently practiced quite hard for. What happened? Just woke up. ReMinD beat 120. That's what's up. I think 120 will watch the replay, as he so often does, and see what's happening. Yeah, the timings were all good. I mean, there was a really fast bear attack, I think. Oh, well, he didn't skip Dryads entirely. He had a good amount of Dryads, but still Master Bears were there pretty quick. Next map is Loser's Choice, by the way, so 120 can pick his map now. I think that means that there's no vetoes, right? I think we only have 7 maps in the pool. Echo Isles, Turtle Rock, Ancient Isles, Terranas, Twisted, Amazonia, and SV, Secret Valley. So it should be... Oh, there's no Last Refuge in this? Haven't we seen Last Refuge? We have, right? Yeah, we have seen Last Refuge. So I think it's gonna be Last Refuge or Amazonia. Hey, I'm going to Germany in July from Australia. Is it true 70% of German girls are blonde and big titties? No, it's not true. But some diversity is good, huh? I think you can find every kind of girl here that you desire. Oh yeah. Yeah, in Holland and Scandinavia, a lot of blondes there. But I think blonde is not that en vogue in Germany anymore. Better go Sweden then. Heard it's really hard to get into nightclubs in Germany. That's not true. Only the snob clubs. But you can have fun. Is ReMinD's best matchup against Undead? No, it's actually his worst matchup. Did I save this? So we're waiting for ReMinD. He's taking a sweet time. The next map is Ancient Isles, by the way. Not Amazonia. Still a good map for Undead, I think, against Night Elf. Hard to expand, and this is usually what you want. $500 viewers already. Nice. You're my favorite caster in Warcraft 3. Thanks for casting this game and bring back the good things from the past. Thanks, man. That's flattering. But I think our goal should not be to bring back things from the past, but rather to embrace what we have right here, right now. People are baffled if they tune in late that ReMinD won the first game. So, yeah, I would feel the same for sure. We want a Warcraft 3 HD remake? Nah. I just want Warcraft as it is. I mean, it doesn't get old. And I think HD would fuck up a lot of things. And I just want a small balance patch and a few features added. And I would be fine forever. Maybe some new maps. Don't call it a comeback. Warcraft has been there for years. Nah, I don't really agree. We've been quite dead in 2013. 2014 was kind of the rebirth, and then from then, pooh, skyrocketing. If the goal is not for the past, why is the name back to Warcraft? Yeah, the name is back to Warcraft because we all casted a bit of StarCraft because we were forced to. And so we were just happy when we were back to Warcraft. Also, it's a nice reference to Back to the Future, which became even more true. Ah, okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I think calling this Back to Warcraft was quite genius. So, they kept their colors as I was promised. Map number 2 is Ancient Isles. And ReMinD 120 once again, starting in the bottom, in the upper left. This was his second map that he lost in this tournament. Before, he only lost one map to Lin. And ReMinD, yeah, leading this one, to the surprise of everybody. Practiced with Lucifer, as I heard. I don't know if 120 did something today, because he doesn't stream as far as I know, so nobody really knows. We see some of his matches in Netty's TV, but I was asleep when it was his practice time. So I assume a Demon Hunter this time. Warden worked out well. Oh! She's coming again! So pressure on the DK seems to be his weapon of choice in this matchup. I think AI is even harder for her. It's a guaranteed level 2, yeah. But afterwards, it's always hard for the Knight of what to do. But he decided to go for early blink last game. And I can see that again. Like, this harass was really strong on Turtle Rock. Going into the base, hunting a few ghouls, killing the Acolyte. If he kills an Acolyte and tech again, this is such a major advantage. So creeping starts, I think it's no surprise that it's a Death Knight. We have seen 120 beating ReMinD with Lich first on AZ. So everything is possible here between the two players, and I think that hurt. That must have hurt ReMinD. So he wants to show this young kid where the hammer hangs, as we say in Germany. Show that old school Warcraft might still be superior to this new school of 120, Life, ZDR, Xiao KK, Romantic.
A player's forces are under attack.
The rising stars of 2016. Ghouls are coming out. Yes, the gold for the tech, but not the wood for the tech, but not the gold yet. The other way around for ReMinD. And the Warden is coming again. Is there an additional Acolyte somewhere? I don't know. The Warden is far away. Here comes the harass from 120 again. Trying to snipe the Wisp. Last time he lost one. But with the Entangled Goldmine saves, this should work out fine for ReMinD. Warden isn't doing anything at the moment. But the ghouls are late. He delayed the ghouls, so that's quite okay, I think. Here she comes. Waited for the tech to start, so maybe he can kill an acolyte. Maybe he can cancel the tech with it. But this time there's an earlier Nerubian tower, and that makes attacking a lot harder. Has to be careful about those archers though. Waiting for the cooldown of Shadow Strike to wear off.
The town is under siege.
He killed one already, right? But these ghouls... Oh, I think he has to TP and save this, right? One Moonwall is down. He's going for the second one. And only the archers are helping here. Nice adjustment by 120. He knew that this harass would be coming and used this TP just for the ward. Maybe a staff would have been great here. This will be a kill on the archer. Thanks to Unholy Aura. Maybe the warden can deny it. No, but gets a ghoul in return, which is a good trade, I guess. But the Huntress Hall. Oh. This is not good. Can he keep it up? Another ghoul is coming in. I don't know why he attacked the one who's getting away. Would have been more reasonable to go for this one. And this is fantastic for 120. This is the pressure that we're used from him, sending him new ghouls to keep up the pressure. Good amount of archers now, but it's too late. This was the second last Shadow Strike, lasted by 120, denying the experience. And it's rarely that good to deny experience than it is against the Warden. And free reign now for the ghouls. He's sending in more and more and more and more. Graveyard is also very late, but there's still no Huntress Hall.
Forces are under attack.
One more Shadow Strike. Well, that's it then. Some mana points, but not enough. At least he can get some time to keep his Moonwell up, but... What do you want to do without Dryads and Bears? Because no Huntress Hall equals no Engines of Lore. Oh, there's the Huntress Hall, alright. I thought this would still be the Engine of War. Double Naga! And usually when we see this, one of them is about to fall. Will ReMinD be able to get away with her? Yes, he does. Warden is back. Level 2.5. Still level 2 only for 120. And now, having this late graveyard really sucks for him. Nice proxy lore. Rare macro mistake from the Chinese. But how long is he in this base? It must be like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't know. And if he doesn't scout properly, his mindset must be, oh, he has no Huntress Hall, he has no lore. Oh well, he saw that lore now. Oh, there's a coil soon, but he keeps himself safe. Second Engine of Lore here. Of course, his base is kind of exposed like this. Naga's taking quite some hits here versus normal damage. It's never good. Warden is in problems. No Moon Juice anymore. No shop. No nothing. One more coil and a hit. The Warden has no boots. The Unholy Aura might provide that damage. He needs it down to 70, but he stops attacking. Losing the Warden. Oh my god, there was one more Moonwell left. So saving that Naga. No level 2, so no Fog Lightning. But he scouts the lores. Warden is coming back in. Oh, Shadow Strike. Inbound. Coil first. Survives. Shadow Strike. Warden dies, but the Naga dies as well. But yeah, that Warden kill was definitely bigger. So good trade for 120. And without the second lore, he cannot keep up with the production. Only now a Slaughterhouse and a tier 3 tech. No Fiends just yet, but this should be easy. Surrounding the Dryad. Almost. Surrounding the Warden. Almost. What's up with his surrounding skills today? Maybe not really warmed up for this. He should be though. And finally ReMinD gets some time to breathe. But what a great start this
A
is.
player's forces
Still
are
only
under
one
attack.
lore, still only tier 2. Hero loss, and only a few dryads out. This is almost the opposite of game 1. And soon the statues will be there. So it's only getting harder for ReMinD. Warden is back, tier 3 has started, shop is finally coming.
A
He doesn't
player's
really
forces are
prioritize
under
the shop,
attack.
right? So staff is not that important to him. Which is understandable because he has only archers until a very late stage. Double close-up attack, I think you should give that over to the Naga, for sure. It's way more
Player's
DPS.
forces are under attack.
Warden's attack speed isn't that great. Mind coming in for a creep check, but 10 food advantage for 1-0. He can't fight this. He can disturb him a little, he can slow him down a little, but he can't stop him. For long as the attack, Lich, Frenzy, Genzi Fools, Frenzy Ghouls, and the Destroyer upgrade. I don't think 1-0 ReMinD can withstand this pressure. 4 Dryads now, which is okay against 1 Fiend. But once the Lich is out, they will die like
A player's
flies.
forces are under attack.
And this timing will hit without Master Bears. Yeah, it's like 50 seconds, I think. It's gonna be level 3. Oh no! Very close though. ReMinD is
A
catching
player's
up.
forces are under attack.
Level 3 Warden he has. I wonder why 1-0 is taking a sweet time here. I think he could have ended it. But he allows ReMinD to come back into this game. No items but an Invo Potion. Mana Stone, the dream! Mana regeneration and a big potion combined in one item. Maybe a Zeppelin can help, but 1-0 steals it! Oh boy, this micro with a Zeppelin. What shall die? Oh, surround on the Warden. Very well done. He has a 1-1-1 build. He has Fan of Knife, Shadow Strike, and Blink. So she's not that effective at all. Oh no, another Fan of Knife. Oh, did he reskill and has no Shadow Strike? Not too sure. Yeah, there's the Zeppelin micro coming. Bears are in a bad position here, getting Nova at level 2 already. Fan of Knives is doing great against the ghouls though. Destroyer's being saved. And the Zeppelin. Oh, Zeppelin micro coming in. Oh, he dodges so many shots from the Dryads. But now the life cycle of the Zeppelin is over. Heroes are falling. Staff saves him for now, and yeah. He's falling apart against the heroes now. Another Nova. And he has still 3 coils. And another Nova. What a fight. I was scared or in
A player's forces are
anticipation
under attack.
about when 1-0 would go for Zeppelins, because he has the greatest micro in the world, together with Lin, I'd say. And a Zeppelin, you benefit so much from this as an undead. .48 versus 39. I don't know what should stop 1-0. He's not going for worms again. And I like that because the worm tech takes some time, takes a lot of time actually. And he doesn't want ReMinD to come back into this. If he can get a heal scroll and an invul, I think he should be safe. Yeah, there's the invul. And watcher wards have been found. Nice. Does ReMinD want to engage this? I don't think so. 0-0 upgrades, of course. He has so much work to do to get up to 50.
The player's forces are under attack.
Got repaired, I think. Nice scan. Didn't expect that. Maybe he saw the watcher wards in the inventory somehow. Second red spot creep for the undead, but ReMinD is coming, waiting for his army, and he sees, okay, it's too strong. Ankh of Reincarnation, so even a hero kill isn't that effective anymore. And he's going for Engines of Wind. Preparing to break upkeep. 1-0 is already at 57.
A town is under siege. A player's
And the first
forces are under
abominations are coming. We see a lot more abominations these days. Energy, force. And I think they're worth it. If you go for 1 or 2, they definitely are worth it. Normal damage is never wrong to have. Against buildings, against basically everything. It's not that bad. This still bugs me.
The town is under siege.
But he doesn't give the claws to Naga. Once again cutting the production. But he gets the bone chimes again. This is good for hippos, this is good for bears. And finally, he was trying to kill it so often. But finally he gets that Moonwell, and ReMinD is blocked at 51! Ay. 3 fiends, does he have weapon? Nice focus, getting rid of 2 hippos immediately. As it seems, no web. Reju on the Warden will be dispelled, Fan of Knives again, but it's not that effective against abos and fiends. Fork Lightning kills one of the last remaining hippos, the last one gets webbed, and so the destroyers are free to reign. Nice burrow, and yeah, he's just killing off one unit after another now. Saving everything, Warden kind of in trouble. Is there another Coil Nova coming? Invo Potion to be safe. Fiends are back, that HP regeneration on the ground is incredible. This one's over. The Warden is still alive. Okay, the bear got nuked. But yeah, the Zeppelin micro is coming out. He has a blocker up front. Are there any fiends left though? Yeah, 3. No items for ReMinD except the staff. So many coils and he doesn't use them. That's of course the downside of the Warden. No mana burn, so the undead heroes are quite strong. He doesn't use detonate or anything. Okay, ReMinD took the time to heal up. Perfect reaction to the hippos. They never reached the critical mass. He nuked them one by one. Oh. Everything is safe from the Zeppelin. It doesn't matter if he comes in with Fork Lightning and Fan of Knives. The Zeppelin saves them all. Warden down, Bear down. GG, Equalizer. And that was a demonstration of force. This was the 1-0 that we expected. This was the 1-0 that gives ReMinD no chance at all. I mean, this started to spiral out of control right from the start. Basically, when the Warden was in the base of the undead and the ghouls arrived, that was when ReMind's game fell apart. So, 1-1. It's down to a best of 5 now. 3 more maps to take for each of the players. Undead Imba. I wouldn't say so, but this guy. Now that he brings Zeppelins into play. I think the elite of the world, like Infi, TH, Lin, they will see it and they think, oh no. It was so hard to kill units already. But now he uses a Zeppelin. What can we do? What can we do? Next map is Amazonia. We have a 5-minute break here now. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know and ask me. I will answer everything as honest as I can. And of course you can send some loots in the time to support the stream. The loots thing is really working well for us thanks to your support. Sending some tweets out. Yeah, following us on Twitter is, I think, the fastest source of Warcraft news that you can get. Yesterday we broke the news that neither Moon nor Fly will play the wildcard tournament of WCA. What is a loot, Neo? Yeah, there's the explanation. Loot is basically a way to support us without spending your own money. You go to loots.com/back2warcraft and you send us an advertisement for a product that is partnered with Loots. So you just have to confirm your email and then the commercial will appear on stream and we get a good revenue from that. Do you live close to Schleswig-Holstein? I live in the city of Hamburg, so yeah. I do. How is it a wildcard if it's a qualifier? Good question. I don't know. Nice. When coming from Hamburg. Represent. Some of the Loots messages are hilarious. Start a second Kickstarter for drinks and hookers in China. Nah. Hamburger Sportverein? No, man. St. Pauli all the way. I live on Reeperbahn, so there's no way to be a HIV supporter here. Nutella with or without butter? Of course without butter, man. What is wrong with you? Okay, guys. I have a question. We're going to Shanghai. And a few months ago, there was an opening of a new Disneyland in Shanghai. And Remo said, it's boring. I don't want to go. Nye. Is there actually people who think that a Disneyland can be boring? I was baffled yesterday. Hey, Jen Love, how's it going? Hey, back to Warcraft. Opinion on the American qualifier. I know that there was a lot of talk about the American qualifier. And I had my doubts as well. And we all know or knew from the beginning that the level of play wouldn't be that great in the American qualifier. And that the scene is quite dead in America. But you could say basically the same about European Warcraft in 2014, and WCA still gave us a chance to participate. So that's basically what happens here as well. And the open qualifier was very, very fun. The level of play was ridiculous though. Group stage was kinda meh. Except a few games that were crazy, like Hunter versus Super Bowl. But the playoffs of the American qualifier were the best or one of the best top 3 tournament that I've casted this year. It had it all. Exciting games, drama between the players, everything. It was so cool. It lasted forever. Such tight and close series. We had 3 best of 5s and they all went 3-2. There was new memes coming out like Gamma and stuff like that. The qualifier was a lot of fun and I can't wait to meet Long Walk. And I can't wait to see Furf's strategies against the Chinese. So I think 1 slot would have been enough. I think 2 slots would have been cool if we still had a 16-player tournament. But I think it's cool. And we have a cup from America now. Or, yeah, from Clan Viking. The first edition was yesterday. Almost 50 players already. And 400 viewers, I think, on Sintra's stream. So I hope this Viking Cup can do the same as the Jara Cup did to Europe. That would be cool. And since Orange doesn't want to get paid for his casting appearances, which was really fun for me, I think I will donate to the Viking Cup or something just to support America a bit. I think Clan Viking is doing some good stuff. I think Ena is there as well. So he supports everybody, and now they start this Cup series. Shout out to Clan Viking. I don't know if they're on Facebook or Twitter or something. They should definitely put up a Twitter. So if you want to start something in Warcraft, Twitter is a really good tool to network. I mean, it's not that easy to get to know all the people. But with Twitter, you get a lot of connections. All the big connections I made, whether it be to Todd, who invited me to Cologne and started this Ting tournament, or the Liquipedia guys, everything was made via Twitter. What a big step this is, right? Like, to have this Liquipedia page. What do you think about the chances of Furf or Long Walk to do better than Orc Worker at WCA? Huh. I think it totally depends on the groups then. I think they will all drop out because I think the system will be 5-player groups and 2 advance to the semifinals. But I think that Long Walk will. I think both will do better than Orc Worker. Sadly. When is WCA? A good source for schedules and stuff is wiki.backtowarcraft.com. That is the Liquipedia Warcraft page. And there is every upcoming tournament. There's a link to basically everything. So everything you need to know about the competitive Warcraft scene is at Liquipedia. Damn, my coffee is empty already. So, the game is about to start. Third map of 120 versus ReMinD. And I got Sprechkäse there. What's it called in English? Sprechkäse. Is there a translation? Oh, I think it's Sprechkäse in English as well. Nice. Yeah, BattleNet is of course a joke. That's why everybody should play at W3 Arena or in NetEase with a ping accelerator, of course, NetEase that is. I'm still disappointed that the classic team of Blizzard is not talking to anybody except... I think they are talking to 2 people. But that's about it. It would be one of the biggest steps for Warcraft if that classic team got a Twitter account. And it's so easy and they just don't do it. They could explain everything because I think the mood in general now towards Blizzard, or the attitude towards Blizzard, is really bad these days. Everybody kind of hate them and love NetEase for what they do. And everybody is disappointed, so a little explanation or just a sign of life would be just incredible, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that's not happening. I mean, this scene has a lot of grown-ups and a lot of smart people as well. So I think 90% would understand, but if you're just left in the dark, that's the worst thing you can do. But let's not be angry at Blizzard. Let's enjoy the beauty they created 13 years ago. This is Amazonia. 1-1 between ReMinD, who's spawning in the bottom left. Demon Hunter first, by the way. And 120 spawning in the upper right. 29-year-old ReMinD versus 20-year-old 120. ReMinD played his first tournament when 120 was 7 years old, I think. So yeah, maybe he saw... Okay, the undead heroes have so much mana, so much nuke. They snipe everything. So I have to go for Demon Hunter this time. Since level 3 is here also not that great. You start with the Engine of War here, then it's a long way to the shop or to this one. And it's very risky to creep here, which I think is one of the coolest features of Amazonia. Last time they played here, 120 went for Lich first and beat ReMinD. This time he plays it safe. He knows what's at stake. The winner of this series has $2,500 guaranteed. The loser, $1,000 at least. Nice little lightning shield creep here. That's gonna be fast level 2 for the DK. He really likes to start his game with a creep and then go harass. I think this is way better than just harassing with the DK and then you're left at 0 XP forever. Where does the money from this tournament come from? Nice Game TV is a Korean television or station, so that's where the money is coming from. And 3,500 for the winner. Ooh, we almost went for the coil, but baited the detonate. These are the small tricks of pro players. Draining the moon juice a bit here, but is not able to get a kill just yet. Saving 1 and 2 Moonwell build. Demon Hunter is creeping up to level 2.3 already. So completely ignoring the DK again. Who gets skeletons, of course, from the creep corpse. There's a nice detonate, getting rid of it immediately. But of course, that's all lumber that he's gonna miss. Once he's at tier 2. And that will slow down his tier 3 tech for bears. Now the Demon Hunter is in. Mana burn, right click. But the ghouls are coming as well. This Moonwell will not survive most likely. But the archer spread is nice. This ghoul. Oh, nice Exodus. Nice block. Good control by ReMinD so far. 4 archers. Heavy commitment. Skeletons coming in again. Not a single archer has died just yet. He always moves them away from the ghouls. But now the frog block. Oh, that was unfortunate. Nothing to do against that. Can he get a return kill? I think he can. Oh, that block! This is fantastic Warcraft. Incredible micro on both sides. But I think ReMinD has the lower hand here. Our 1-0 is a little superior. He is saving so many ghouls. And the archers are dying slowly but steady since the moon juice is gone. Oh, he didn't use the skeletons anymore, and yeah. That's how thankful 1-0 is. The frog killed him an archer and he slaughters it. Look at the ghouls. So, 4 ghouls saved, I guess. Graveyard is late once again. 5 archers this time. That's a lot. But yeah, compared to game 1, this was a good defense by ReMinD. To game 2, I'm sorry, to what we saw in NWL, where 1-0 was just minutes and minutes in his base and wasn't forced to leave. This was a lot better. Replenishment potion now saves some moon juice, which is great. Scouting goes on, but oh, this is talent play, everybody. Tier 2, no Hunter's Hall. Where are the ends? Oh, he has no lumber. Oh, has a shredder now, and he needs it desperately. Yeah, he killed a lot of wisps. He didn't get too many archers, but the problem definitely is lumber. It's not that bad currently because the graveyard was late as well. But this will turn into a problem in like 1 or 2 minutes. Boots of Keltalas for the DK is of course not what you wanted as an undead, but he's getting closer to level 3, that's always good. Demon Hunter is level 3 already. He's going to tier 3 without Engines of Wind. What the hell is this?
Players' forces are under attack.
Okay, there we go. Engines of Wind and Talons. In theory, I think this can work. In theory, I think disabling the heroes is a good strategy to fight undead. But where's your damage? That's the big problem. Where is your damage? You're gonna have fiends, you're gonna have destroyers, and piercing and magic. It's both great against talents. Sorry. More archers. That's the solution. Archers and talents. Would it be an idea to buy multiple shredders to get the normal damage? It's not that great against the ghouls. But then...
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
No. We'll see. Oh, Flute of Accuracy. Nice item. And level 2 for the Lich. So damage boost on everything. Is it only... Okay, it's double. Double Engine of Wind, of course. This expansion... Okay, there's still no expansion. But a Sentry Ward. Well positioned. Of course, the consumables... I think the value of consumables in 2016 has increased by a lot. Like Reju Potions, Watch Awards, stuff like that. But look at the inventory of the Demon Hunter. Greater Healing, Greater Invul, Heal Scroll and Replenishment Potion. Yeah, it's quite great. No Naga just yet, he plays a dual hero. Yeah, the Shredder, you're right, the Shredder doesn't have too much HP, but he can be repaired, maybe? Shade is coming, and I'm waiting for the Boneyard. We haven't seen a worm in this series so far.
A player's forces
Look at the scouting of 120. He has a ward here, he has a ward here, he has a Shade. Wow, he has actually 4 wards. He sees everything. But he knows about the inventory and he knows that it's very hard to fight. Still no Boneyard. Is Master Training finished? No. Expansion now and Hippos. Okay, with Double Engine of Wind, you can get the critical mass of Hippos rather quick. So you always need like twice as many Hippos as there is Fiends. Because they will get webbed and then the undead kites back, but you need some Hippos to attack. Or at least 2 more Hippos than there's Fiends. Does he have web? I think so. Oh, web only starting now. That would be a great opportunity. Dark Ranger it is. No Naga. So a little less damage, but more control with silence. And of course, he can snowball with the skeletons. Because these units are all low HP.
Forces are under attack.
Can easily be sniped. But here's the creep check of ReMinD. I think that's going to be a town portal. Let's wait and see. We have Cyclone. Lich is the first victim of that. Web is coming in. And yeah, that's what I meant. The Hippos will just be taken care of. Sniped immediately. Fork Lightning kills the first Fiend, though. Level 3 on the Lich. Oh, this next Nova is going to hurt so hard. Heal Scroll against the Ghouls. This is working perfectly for 120. ReMinD is again completely falling apart. Despite being creep jacked, he has to force the TP. 120 wrecks him. Gets level 4 here, but still a heal scroll. He could have used that. But it's kind of hard because the undead snipes one unit after another. So the heal scroll doesn't have that much value than it has for Orc, for example. Going for the Tree of Life, that's just now. Fork Lightning was very efficient here though, but he's losing all the Hippogriffs. This wasn't a good timing at all. And we've only seen 1 Cyclone so far, Nova. But the D and Hunter should be safe. Going for the Distant Knight now and force the counter TP. That means the Tree of Life remains alive.
Players' forces are under attack.
Still no Boneyard. The thought behind Talents is that you cast more Cyclone than the Destroyers can dispel. And then the heroes are out of the game, kinda. Who does more damage, DK or Lich? Of course the Lich. But I haven't seen ReMinD win a game with his talent strat. I think he would have had a good chance if he would have waited for more talents, for more Hippo Riders. Because what can he do with 2 Hippos? They will always be webbed. And they will always be focused. They start by getting Novat, and then they're getting webbed, and then it's Orb and Fiends. Okay, now the Cyclones are coming in. Doesn't dispel it yet. Demon Hunter right in the front. It's completely ignored because he has so many good items. And yeah, now you see why the heal scroll doesn't do too much. One kill after another, the rest is full HP. Level 4 and level 3 hero though. Maybe that can save him, but on the other side we have level 4, 3, 2. And yeah, this gives him the time to attack the expansion. The Lich have mana. Nope. The synergy, by the way, of Dark Ranger's arrows and the Lich's Dark Ritual. He will always have mana. Always. Maybe this is ReMinD's last stand. More Fiends are coming in. Yeah, there's nothing that he can do against this. The army is worse. His heroes are worse. No ghouls left, so magic damage versus Fiend is bad. Nice coil! Last second again. This control. Mass repair coming in. He feeds the undead heroes, which you never want. Demon Hunter's not doing enough damage. Kills the Fiend here now though. Heal potion being used. And Merc support for ReMinD. Oh, Dark Ritual to deny that Fiend. It's so great what 120 has on the or brings to the table when it comes to micro. Ogre Mauler lasts like 5 seconds against the destroyers. He wants this DK dead, but this is just pure desperation. He's doing his best, but his best is not good enough. I mean, there was no other chance for ReMinD to do something else than talents, because his Hunter's Hall, or he didn't have time for a Hunter's Hall. Maybe he could build a proxy, but on AZ, he loves his talents. I still think it's a bad choice. This was ReMinD's map choice, by the way. So taking the map choice of your opponent is of course a great start. Level 4 Lich. This is unlimited mana. Naga going down in a bit. Frostmort. No! 120 has Mercy. I'm curious how many units he killed. I will look it up afterwards. The expansion is gone. That was his last straw, I think. Ah. Still doesn't finish it. But what he finishes is the Naga now. Oh, nice mana burn. And I wonder that he doesn't have much more mana and much more Nova. But whatever. The Expo is gone. That's what he wanted. He constantly keeps the army low. This is exactly what you should do against this. And again a deny, of course. Main gold mine, 2000 gold left. He doesn't want to fight into the Night of Base, but the moon juice is gone. So you shouldn't be that afraid. He can't really hide because the Shredder has done an amazing job.
A player's forces are under attack.
GG! 2-1 lead for 120 in what was a stomp. I think the main problem here was it was an okay start for ReMinD. Definitely better from what I've seen in the past weeks. But engaging that fight at the Merc camp without having enough hippos, if he takes his sweet time, builds 5 more hippos. Take some time, yeah, but you will outproduce the Fiends, just because you have 2 engines of wind and hippos produce faster than Fiends. And if he waits a little longer, then he can get rid of the destroyers, and then his talents live longer, and then the game is entirely different. So I think that was the big mistake here. Ah, damn, I didn't see how many units he killed. I forgot. Doo-doo. And I can't watch the replay now because I gotta go in-game. Is 1-0 the best in the world? I think he's definitely the most impressive Warcraft player I have seen since the dawn of TD. Right? Maybe TH is better overall. Maybe Infi is better overall. But when it comes to micro scouting, that he's definitely the best in that regard. Decision making, maybe not the greatest yet. Mindset, maybe not the greatest yet. But he's getting experience. He's playing more and more offline tournaments, more and more tournaments where a lot of money is at stake, so he's getting used to it. Sorry. I'm gonna get some water real quick before the game starts. Okay. And the game is live. Map number 4 in this best of 7. ReMinD versus 1-2-0. There's a 2-1 lead for 1-2-0. And the next map is Terranas Stand, which is probably the best Night Elf map there is. But ReMinD has shown that he can hang with 1-2-0 with the Warden. And there is there is no better map for a Warden than this. So I think we will see her again. Quick level 3 of the north.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's some tricks here. He pulls the creeps and the Engine of War gets cancelled. Oh my lord. Such a big impact from this move. He pulled both creeps camps against the Engine of War. And ReMinD, excuse this language, he's fucked. He is absolutely fucked in all holes. If there's a ghoul push now... second Necropolis. Oh, nice. Second Necropolis for less lumber. So I think this is going to be a very, very hard all-in. He's rebuilding the Engine of War now, but he bought himself 30 seconds, 40 seconds. And no Warden. Second Necropolis, if you haven't seen it, Ziggurats cost lumber. Necropolis doesn't. Both grant 10 supply. So having more lumber is the reason to go for that. To have a fast attack. And yeah, this is so late. And 1-0 can do basically whatever he wants. That was an attack. Oh, very... what the hell? Very late Tome of Relics. Did he fuck something up? Where did all the lumber go early on? Oh, he sent his ghoul, right? So there was no lumber income for a long time.
A player's forces are under attack.
So early graveyard? Yeah, well, because it doesn't cost lumber as well. So finally the attack. And actually, it is all not that bad. ReMinD has started his tech a lot earlier. The Demon Hunter's progress is not as fast as he wanted it to. But this... How many archers are there? 1, 2... He has 4 Moonwells. This is definitely defendable. This is definitely defendable. Yeah, that was a great start with that ghoul pull, but he had no lumber for anything. So is it worth it? I don't think so. ReMinD is buying a lot of time for his tier 2 tech and the infrastructure. On the other side, what does 1-0 really have? He is supposed to be in the Night Elf base right now and wreak havoc against Moonwells and Wisps, but he's so far away. Hunter's Hall again, so Dryads, Bears, and Hippos. I don't think it's a disaster for ReMinD. I think this game is working very good for ReMinD. Panda second it is, and he's starting the creep. Okay, yeah, he goes for the Renegade Wizard only because it's easy to creep with ghouls. Nice pull. How much damage can he do? Oh, he stole it with a mana burn! He gets the flute again, but he got the experience. And that was big experience. ReMinD is definitely in front now. After this disaster of an early game. Okay, DK gets this here though. Surround. Nicely done. Is there a staff? No, there's not, but he can't. Oh, he fights out! There's no coil. Hands over the boots and he's safe. Whoa, I'm impressed by ReMinD's play here. Good blocks, but he escapes again! Blocking his own DK. Save the panda, save the archer, blocks with the first hero and another archer. That's pretty good. Engine of Lore is up. Tier 3 tech is coming. Oh, walking into a surround here maybe. The panda should be back with a staff if there's a shop. I'm not so sure. Trying to escape. Oh, pulls a Houdini one after another. But against that, Naga, he gives up. He just gives up to surround the Demon Hunters. Something is wrong with 1-0. Maybe he was too sure of this game, like we all were. D3 tech is coming though. Slaughterhouse immediately going for Sacrificial Pit. If ReMinD can survive this little push, he should be safe. Nice slow split. Getting that ghoul. More experience on the panda. Demon Hunter is not level 3 though. That is a problem in my opinion.
A player's forces are under attack.
And yeah, this is creeping time now, right? Abolish magic, bears are coming, adept training should be finished. But he constantly annoys the engine of war. Definitely not his friend. Gloves of haste. But yeah, this is a Night Elf map. This is a map that ReMinD has to win. And it's not looking bad at all. Tanking a lot of damage on his DK. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. Potion of Greater Mana. The perfect item, but here comes ReMinD. 41 food versus 43. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, everything is burning. No Dispel just yet. And he gets so close to level 3. DK as well. Selling the slippers finally. And getting his Lich. All the upgrades are coming. Frenzy is ready. Destroyer is ready in a bit. Level 3, and this is maybe level 3 on the panda in a bit. No, he doesn't have the time. Boots of Catalyst for the Demon Hunter. Well, yeah, very well this item is for him. He has a staff, he has the orb. Things are getting better and better for ReMinD, and this is level 3. There are not too many ghouls around anymore, so it's not 100% effective. But also this Drunken Haze, I think it's underrated how strong Drunken Haze is. Because you get a good miss chance on all the units you hit. And that's a lot less damage. Here we go. Fight in the middle of the map. The panda is trying to find the angle. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Destroyer in the air to dispel it. Oh, he actually doesn't dispel it. 2 bears. Lich is in problems here. He's getting blocked, but coiled as well. Next Breath of Fire. Good damage by that panda already. He doesn't follow him. The Boneyard is coming in his base. And more statues. 0-0 upgrades here. 0-0 upgrades here. When is the expansion coming? Here it is. Afterwards, I think the Engine of Wind has to follow as well. Red's getting sniped. The panda is not in the fight here. Good opportunity for 1-2-0. He gets level 3 finally. But, oh, he cancelled that Drunken Haze and Breath of Fire. Heal Scroll immediately afterwards. That was like a split second that it took him to counter that breath. It was quite obvious though. But that was almost a perfect heal scroll. Next Breath of Fire with a double kill. But he's not rising that high in levels here. Demon Hunter has to tank for a bit. He doesn't have a solution against the fiends, as it is oftentimes the case for Night Elves. They get rid of the ghouls super fast, but then there's a bunch of dryads and the bears are already killed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Boneyard is ready, but he's not breaking yet. Banking a bit. The skeleton, oh, the shade is coming for the scout, but I think he didn't see it. Of course, 1-0 was a little lucky with his item again. +3 on the Fiends, +2 on the Destroyers, +3 on the Lich and Naga. And he's being forced into the TP. Gets the item though, big invul. But can somebody tell me why he took that fight at the bridge? And why he's following him? I mean, yeah, he bought time for his expo. But there's still enough firepower, as we saw in Amazonia, in that army, to get rid of the Tree of Life. I think you should definitely go for Nature's Blessing once the expo is up. 5 armor points make a difference. And 1-0 is breaking. A-bombs, worms, more blockers, and even more damage. Still no upgrades. He doesn't want to fight this. Maybe this is the best opportunity to fight, but smart positioning here, going behind the bridge so the bears can't really attack.
A player's forces are under attack.
So I hope ReMinD is a little more patient this game. But I'm a little worried because we still do not see an Engine of Wind.
The town is under siege.
And he's not really patient. Trying to poke some holes into 1-2-0's defense. And a 10 food disadvantage.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm waiting for the Engine of Wind, but it's not coming at all. Double heal scroll, but that's about it. No invul. Well, you don't really need an invul against the panda, I think. And yeah, with 3 times heavy air, this is gonna be hard. 62 versus 61 food, but production started late for ReMinD. How long will the bears survive? Will they be able to take out the fiends? Breath of Fire into basically nowhere. Don't know if that's the best usage of that spell. Statue far behind, healing up everything.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Okay, he's accepting the fight now. Oh, lots of Drunken Haze on the fiends, but it's been dispelled, I think. Fork Lightning, Destroyer shots, Worm shots. The bears are just melting, but so is the Abomination. Coil on that worm, little repositioning. I should move it here, but since there's no... Oh, the Demon Hunter has to use the invul. Since there's no Hippogriffs, I think there's no pressure for 1-0 at all. Going for the Panda, invul potion for him too. Next breath, but against fiends, man, it doesn't do the damage it does against ghouls and gargs or whatever. Panda staffed out, DK survives, Lich level up to level 3. And this fight was won by 1-0 again. He sends a bear into the Acolyte. Wow! Did he kill them all? I think so. Genius move by ReMinD. He has no income, 1-0. So if he can hold on, great mischance. Everything is burning again. There's no heal scroll anymore for him. And he's going for the Lich. Right clicks on the second hero. Is there a coil? No, there's not. But the Demon Hunter, he has a potion, but he's not aware of the Fork Lightning. And oh my god, he came so close again. But same fate as Moon. Underestimating the power of Fork Lightning on level 2. And he gets burned. And that's why the Expo dies.
A town is under siege.
The Acolytes are back. The expansion is gone. 51 food here. 26 here. You know this is over, right? It was a Zeppelin drop actually, I totally missed it, that was cool. Demon Hunter is back, but this is a ridiculous army. Against 4 fiends. And the levels of the heroes are so high. Almost 443. But ReMinD stays in the game. He thinks, alright, I got good hero levels, I got a decent equipment. I'm really curious why he didn't go for the Warden here. Maybe it was really because of the Engine of War kill. Because the Demon Hunter is the safer choice for sure. All he can do is camp. Camp, camp, camp.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, 1-0 is getting the better of the map. It's almost entirely crept. And why wouldn't you go for hippos? Has to be an invo potion, right? Yeah. 0 heal scrolls, 500 gold. A 1,000 gold for 1-2-0. Ease. If the Demon Hunter would be level 4, I think, okay, maybe he can somehow carry this into a late game, but... He will buy the mercs and push? Oh no, drop again. But this has been scouted. Of course it has been scouted! He's still dropping. A little late, right? I hope he doesn't crash and burn. And that's what you get when you don't build hippogriffs. Now it's too late.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's getting ready for the end. A-bombs, worms, fiends. ReMinD is still banking. He has some time before the production is finished and the undead is across the map. But yeah, 2-0 upgrades are coming. But is this really the saving grace for him? Okay, he's breaking as well. Just dryads, right? Yeah, only dryads so far. Two bears seem to be enough for him for roar and some reju. $76 food, he knows. ReMinD scouted this. But what can he do? I mean, the gold mines are gone. This is the last gold. If he can't get this expansion up with the Nature's Blessing, then he has a chance. But I think there's no intention to go for a second expansion by 1-2-0 as he's building the second Frostworm now. 1-0 upgrade, by the way. So this damage is incredible. Okay, this is do or die now for ReMinD. If he manages to stay alive, he has income, his opponent doesn't. But the question is how? One heal scroll, two heal scrolls, one info potion? Yeah. That's about it. This might be the last fight, and he should use the Tree of Eternity for scouting, for blocking. So many Dryads, only 4 bears. Oh, he's trying to go for the counter expansion. This is hard. Fight starts. If ReMinD loses this, he is 3-1 down. Fork Lightning and immediately killing that bear. Nice coil on that worm. There is Drunken Haze in them, so the damage output of the worms is not that high. Mana Burn on the Naga taking quite a few hits. Shredder is down immediately. Once again, the Fiends are the problems, but I think, yeah, the 2 A-bombs. Demon Hunter has to pull the invul already. Nice call on the worm again. Breath of Fire hits a lot though. Heal scroll with a perfect timing. He has one more. But so far this fight for ReMinD is good. Heal potion being popped. He needs the moon juice. Rejuice saves him at the moon wells now. Demon Hunter back into the fight. Coil saves the A-bomb. The second one as well looks like a level 5 DK, level 3 coil. But there's no mana anymore. And also no mana potion. The statues have to heal against that. Double worm shot. So effective against the Demon Hunter. There is a staff ready though. How long can he survive? It's so many worms, so many fiends. Such a damage output. And again, he's getting rid of the bears and then the fiends have free reign. There's nothing you can do against that anymore. The A-bombs did an incredible job thanks to incredibly well-timed coils. And they are untouched. They are completely untouched. Yeah, Demon Hunter being staffed, being killed. And that's it. GG 3-1. This is the 1-0 we expected. Units killed for 1-0 in this game, 94-40. And I don't agree with the Panda choice. I mentioned this often, that I think Breath of Fire is not that great against Fiends. You don't have a solution against Fiends if you play Panda. Period. So, I think we're going into a break again, since it was the 4th set and we had a break after 2 sets. But it's match points for 1-0, so we don't know. Tomorrow we have TH, Bainey, and Infi playing, starting with an Idol of Mirror, with an Human Mirror. Maybe TH is switching again. Both down in the losers bracket. TH lost to ReMinD. And Infi surprisingly losing to Bainey. So these are our 3 matches for tomorrow. Infi TH, winner takes on Bainey, winner takes on WFZ. And the losers finals, semifinals. No, losers round 4 is it on Friday? Yeah, right? Yeah. Losers finals on Friday. And next week we're going to conclude this beautiful, beautiful tournament. So what's left? Twisted Meadows and Last Refuge, right? I think so. Naga falls to 1 combo. I don't agree. You can keep her safe. And yeah, this was another Night Elf map, and ReMinD is not able to take his maps. And if you don't do that, that's a problem. So, do you have any questions? We have some time to kill here. So feel free. Want to see War Chief Rich versus 120? Just check WCA. War Chief got wrecked. Echo Isles is left as well. Favorite player of all time? Mad Frog. Mad Frog was great. And as I said, I think I've never been so impressed by a Warcraft player as I am with 120 now. Favorite player on a personal level? Yumiko and Lawliot. And of course yours. Anybody else from other races that I really cheered for? If you remember Rain from Raptor Gaming or Faculty, I really had a good relationship with him. Like, a friendly relationship, of course. Favorite player? Yeah, it's 120, of course. As an undead, I mean, how can you not? Do you have a grill friend? No. Yeah, I knew. Cup of Pride! Of course it's coming. I liked Axlaf back in the day. He was so creative. And his 2-2 with Strive Crow was maybe the best. Where's Remo? He is at work. A lot of Twitter followers today. Thank you guys for the follow. Do you remember Axlaf King that Moonwell on Turtle Rock? Oh, hell yeah! Oh, that was such a beautiful game. Back then I liked Elake Duck for his flaming, but I think I wouldn't do so anymore today. I was always not really a fan, but I liked how Eric M behaved. But I was kind of in puberty back then, so I liked the rebels. Today I would hate him, I guess. What's Todd doing? He's working at ESL, casting Heroes of the Storm and StarCraft, and occasionally organizing a Warcraft tournament. X-Lord, I never liked X-Lord that much, to be honest. Haha, Taker. I can't wait for Taker to come back from his journey, so we can finally cast with him. Thank you, Bucky. Well, Axelor and yours were at alternate attacks back then, and I was at faculty. So there was a rivalry going on, if not hatred. I mean, it was kind of hate from the one side, at least. New haircut? No, no haircut at all currently. It's been weeks since I went to the hairdresser. Miu was nice. I had to cast in Cologne, and I knew that Miu was living in Cologne as well. And we're from the same region in Germany, a very, very small region. So I asked him if I can crash at his place. And he said, yeah, no problem, man. And it was so cool. It was in the summer, and he had a balcony. And we sat there for hours drinking beer, and he made pancakes, vegan pancakes, and popcorn. That was really good. Hey, Todd. Yeah, Mio was a cool dude. I wonder what he's doing right now. I don't know. Haven't heard of him in weeks, years. So I think it's like 5 minutes until the next game. You guys talked about Freaks for You yesterday. Do you have a business relationship with them? We casted for them last year, since they were the organizers of WCA Europe last year. And they brought us to Berlin to their studio, and they brought us to Gamescom. And that was a great experience. These guys are so cool, so friendly, but still professional. That's a really good mix. Any games coming? Yeah, we're in a break at the Korean television, but I just want to talk today, so I won't play music or anything. That's why we talk. Why is there a long break between games? Well, Nice Game TV is a TV station, and they have to finance this tournament, so they have to play commercials, right? Yeah, I was a big 4K fan as well. Of course, it was easy to cheer for them, as they were all Europeans, or Fourth, of course, but except that. Grubby, Todd, Creo, Zeus, Fury. It was easy to cheer for them, and yeah, that's... Well, when I saw the first Clan Wars, I immediately was a 4K fan back then. Can't wait to cast with Creo. I hope this works out. Did Xlot finish his school? Give an update. I don't know. But if he finishes school, he's gonna become the best Warcraft player in the world, that's for sure. Yeah, there was kind of an inside joke in the German scene that Xlot said, yeah, I'm quite busy with my school stuff at the moment, but when I'm finished, I'm gonna be the best and win everything. And that, I think he said that in every single interview for 6 years, even when he was a StarCraft player. Yeah, Fnatic Serious Gaming was so nice as well. In the later stages of Warcraft with Rotterdam, Dovek Q, and who else was there? Rotterdam, Dovek Q, Sonky. I can't remember. It's not a fake, guys. Did Remo get called to work, or is he in the junk tank? Nah, he's at work. He was very sorry. He wanted to see that game. Creo will cast with me if we get our Kickstarter to the 24-hour stream, which is not that far away, I think. We're at 2,122. The 24-hour stream is at 2,600. So yeah, Creo, he watched our stream under nickname, like his nick wasn't Creo, but I noticed that it's his real name kinda, and I wrote him, and yeah, I think we will see a bit of Creo soon. Are you good at Warcraft 3? I am horrible. So if you have an expert, well, if you're an expert or if you're good at Warcraft, I think you definitely hear in my cast that I'm not the best player. But that doesn't matter, I think. Well, it does a bit, but I'm really bad. Are you happy about the Kickstarter? What a question. It's like asking a football player after he just won 30-0 how he feels. This Kickstarter made me incredibly happy, yeah. I like these Q&A stuff times because a lot of time we don't have that much time in between the games, and then we can't really interact with you, which I think is always bad. But then we have like these 10 minutes where we can just chat. That's cool. Think about Orkish. He was awful but had entertaining cast. Orkish was one of the best German casters. And I think he wasn't bad at Warcraft at all. Like, there were a lot of casters that just screamed, but Orkish always had a lot of background knowledge to that as well. Remo is quite good. He was the best undead on W3 Arena for some time. I can't handle some Dota casters, not sure why. I enjoy the professional casts in esport that incredibly. Except the League of Legends casts. I don't know, I saw the final of the, what's it called? LCS. And I think that wasn't good at all. Like, TI is, of course, what you compare the LCS with. And the TI casts were, like, blew me away. Same for WCS at StarCraft. That was an incredible tournament. Enjoyed it a lot. Do you know Slash? Oh my god, I spent so... Oh, well, that sounds gay again. I spent so many nights with Slash getting hammered. Drunk in the Unfaculty team house back then. I still consider Slash a friend. Yeah, we're ready. 3-1 match point for 1-2-0. Yeah, give me the Kappa Prides. Come on. Come on, give him to me. Uh-huh, uh-huh. All right. Here we go. Didn't this save? There we go. 3-1. Map is Echo Isles, as we mentioned before. ReMinD, of course, here in the upper left as a Night Elf, as always. So, will this be a Warden finally? I was looking forward to... Where is my OBS? There it is. I was looking for his Warden play on Terranas already. But 1-2-0, so... Oh, it's a Fiend opening. 1-2-0, too smart. Sent a Ghoul to the creeps and killed the Engine of War. That's why I decided to go for a Demon Hunter. Maybe on Echo. We'll see that. And yeah, That is surprising. Early Fiend opening against Night Elf. I haven't seen that in, I don't know, forever. Will he troll now, as he has 3 match points in a row? And there's still Twisted coming. What? Oh, it's a neutral hero build order, of course. How can I miss that? So is it a Dark Ranger? Beastmaster? I think a Dark Ranger would be better. I really don't like Beastmaster play, but maybe that's my personal opinion. For a long time, I didn't like Naga. I didn't see the value of a Naga, but now I love her. So very interesting opening here. Very, very interesting. It's the DK Fiends here. But what's this gonna be? Some cheesy strats. I think Dark Ranger would be the most common thing. Or the Beastmaster. I think Panda doesn't really make sense. It's the Dark Ranger. Alright. TH brought her back into the meta game, apparently. As Night Elves.
A player's
And
forces
3
are under
archers
attack.
already. That's a lot. So, did 120 know this and wants to counter the skeletons? Well, that doesn't really make sense, right? Counter skeletons with fiends. Well, if you can kite well, it does. If the skeletons never reach the fiends, then of course they can be countered with that. So, early fiends of course means tech is late. Early fiends of course mean that you have some good firepower, but you won't be able to go for
Player's forces are under
the
attack.
aggressive early game goes that we saw 4 times now. So I like the diversity. But the DK is coming in. Didn't skill aura yet, might be a coil. Oh, he miscalculated! Rare mistake by 120. And the fiends are coming in now. Unlucky end snares on the skeletons. They can't really do too much now. And the dark arrow does good damage. Sometimes people forget how much damage the Dark Ranger does. And the fiend! Yeah, it's gonna be a kill.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, he denies it though. Very cool. Very easy, but also very cool.
A town is under siege.
Little harass with the skeletons. Tier 2 tech by ReMinD already. This is looking good for the Korean. And something seems to be wrong here on ReMind's side. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Big spikes for ReMinD. He has to wait a bit. Yeah, this sometimes happens. I mean, the connection from Korea to NetEase is definitely, yeah, of course, better than from Europe, but still, it's not ideal. And sometimes there seems to be like a bug in the Korean internet. I don't know, where the ping just skyrockets. So the thing is, with Dark Ranger, you have good map control. And with Silence, of course, you have good control over the heroes. But you lack damage. The Dark Ranger's right clicks are strong, but not as strong as the Demon Hunter. And of course not as strong as Shadow Strike and right clicks from the Warden. But if you can keep the DK low... this is, by the way... Okay, there's the Hunter Soul. Alright, I was wondering. DK still hanging around. Still 2 coils. Still 2 fiends.
A town is under siege.
And stay on the fiend again. This is not looking good for the Chinese here. First coil used. He has 1 more. And he has to use it there, maybe?
A player's forces are under attack.
But this is easy kill for the Ogre Major now. Lots and lots of archers. What's the purpose of this? I think ReMinD was a little desperate because his normal play doesn't work. The Warden was good once. Oh, Wind of Mana Steam is cool. Against the DK early on, really cool. So, tier 2 tag is finished. We are waiting for the lores. Do you play this solo? Or do you go for a Warden second?
A player's
Naga
forces
second.
are under attack. A town is under siege.
Little rest, little scouting. Four fiends already, so the Dryads will suffer. That's for sure. It's a Naga second, yeah, that makes sense. Double Orb with Dark Arrow and Ice Arrow. Or Frost Arrow it is. 2 hurt fiends, but he's not fast enough. Since the DK has level 2 and the aura. So he got the one unique spot on this map in the north. Will he get the second one as well? Coil Snipe at level 3. That was a pretty fast level 3 though. Dark Ranger will catch up. The question is when. Oh, he miscalculated again, but he got item and experience. Level 3.3 already, and yeah, I don't know. The early game looked great, but since the restart, not that great for ReMinD anymore. Tier 3 tech and expansion at the same time, as well as the first Dryads. He invested heavily into his early game. Going for a Tomb of Experience now, and of course a lot of skeletons. But the creep jack is coming from above, microing the skeletons so they do good damage against the fiends. This dual orb, how much coils are left? 1. Mana potion on the Lich already. Maybe you would just want to transfer it to the DK to have more coils. Oh, nicely done that. Oh, the Nova. Yeah, of course. Against a lot of archers, Nova is the #1 choice. And the coil again. These coil timings are just superb. Well, against the creeps they weren't. But as healing, he just
knows,
are under
man. Attack.
It's an instinct for 1-0 when to throw the coils. Nova on the Naga, coil on the Naga. Oh, is there a staff? Nope, there's not. Frostmourne hungers, Lich shot, and the Naga dies. It's only level 1, but this is a metaphor of how the game for ReMinD is going. So many pickups for 1-0 once the Lich was out. He's just better.
A town is under siege.
He knows where to be, when to be there, what to focus, when to coil. And ReMinD, despite having interesting ideas in this series, game 1 was very good, but he wasn't able to repeat that. The more kills come. Oh boy. Okay, he gets the Fiend here, and the Murloc spot is one of the best for the Dark Ranger since you get a lot of skeletons. But no Ensnares here anymore. Level 2 and almost level 4 here. Tinker! Tinker third! This is interesting. This is fun. This is fooling around, I guess. Since ReMinD is playing quite normal. Oh, we forgot about his tree. DK in problems, though. He saves him to the statues, gets some more healing. But, yeah, the ring around the Rosie works. And he's kind of safe. Oh, Archer? Nah, doesn't do the damage. And now he gets healed by the statues again. Well played again. The bear. What's he doing with that bear? Nova, coil, redo. But, oh, that redo wasted it as well. And the statue healing. So good. He goes for the Naga, but the DK has to portal out. The right clicks are coming. Naga Nova to death. And that's the second hero kill for 120. He was forced into a TP, but so worth it. The experience. Almost level 4, almost level 2, and the Tinker is just out. Lich level 2.5. Has the orb now, plus 13 damage. And ReMinD is just not getting the kills. There is Coils, there is Burrow, and he micros, of course. Almost perfect. But is there a way back? If this expansion comes through, there definitely is. But I'm quite scared about those hero levels here. And the army of ReMinD is 2 bears, 2 dryads.
A player's forces are under attack.
Which is not what you want, obviously. Full of knowledge, and here he comes again. Heal scroll invo pod. That Lich is crazy. At least the Naga is back. But no Fog Lightning. And you need that area of effect against the Fiends.
A town is under siege.
And yeah, with a Pocket Factory and 4 Fiends and 3 well-equipped heroes, he shouldn't be able to keep that expansion up, but let's see. He wants to hide behind the Pocket Factory, of course, so that takes a little time to reposition. Level 2 skeletons are doing a decent job, but the Clockworks with their suicide killing a lot. Disentangle Gold Man has no chance. And now he lacks mana burn again. He has decent damage with the ranged heroes though. But the mana management, just look at it. I mean, he had full mana. That's because the statues are always in his back. Constant regen, constant coils, constant novas whenever he needs them.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think he mined like 50 gold from this expansion. A little more. 180. 130. But if ReMinD turns this around, it would be the comeback of the century. There's an expansion coming. Upgrades are coming. Is this the last stand for the Night Elf? Nova level 2. Tinker kind of in problems, but there's an Invo potion, so he will be safe. And he has mana for another Pocket Factory, so that's good as well. ReMinD sending the Herd Bear in again. Doesn't get punished though. But yeah. Without normal damage, you can't get rid of the Fiends. Almost a perfect burrow, but no. Level 4 Dark Ranger. Haven't seen the silence yet. Reveal being used, getting the second Fiend. Oh, maybe he's snowballing now. But the Destroyer with the Dispel. Yeah, that's when the Dark Ranger really goes down the drain. He fights for his life. ReMinD does, but as in GCS, the Undead is superior. And the Expo stands, and there's no way for ReMinD without a Zeppelin to contest this.
A player's forces are under attack.
He always has the firepower to kill the Dryads. Without the Dryads, he can't do anything against the Destroyers. And as the Skeletons get dispelled now, I don't know. I don't know what helps him here. Almost 400 gold invested into that expansion, but killed immediately. Alright, there was a silence, but dispelled, I think. Yes, it was. Nice micro with the destroyer, moving it above the forest so the Dryads can't reach him anymore. Nova onto the bears. First one falls. The coils are incredible. Is there another reveal? Yes, there is. Level 3 on the Tinker already, though. The Dryad play is not that bad, but now maybe time for the Dark Ranger to die. We finally see a Fork Lightning, but forces the TP. And this is time for an Undead expansion. And if you fight an Undead with an expansion, there's no way. There's just no way. It's hard to get up, so that's why all the strategies revolve around one base play. And if there's a rare occasion where you get 2 bases, it's just... it is so strong. Half a level difference. He's attacking the creeps, alright. Still has a heal scroll. Good shop control by 120 as well. You can easily afford it. Maybe with the help of the creeps now, ReMinD. It's a good number of Dryads, so he needs to get rid of a few of them. And I think he does. Oh, yeah, that coil again. Super nice. Silence on the Lich, but not on the decay. Second Dryad dead. Third Dryad about to die. The Lich is turning into a Gatling gun. And mass murder against the Dryads, which is what he needs. Good decision to go for that. So the Destroyer reigns supreme. The bear goes down. Level 5. Level 4. Fork Lightning just kills one more unit, but Silence being dispelled again. And he's going for the hero kill now. There's the staff, but now the Dark Ranger is exposed. Reveal. Oh, wow. This is so nice. This is so nice. This Unburrow in combination with the coil seals the deal. 4-1. Most people expected a 4-0 or a 4-1. ReMinD started great into this series, but 4 wins in a row against one of the best Night Elf players out there was or is damn impressive. He continues to impress. Guaranteed $2,500 for 120. Guaranteed silver medal for ReMinD. It is guaranteed $1,000 and guaranteed third place